So you just picked up a brand new ZRODelta freeze mount and you're super excited about putting it on your rifle. Well, we're going to talk a little bit about some tips that you can use to put your mount on your rifle and some things that you just need to know. A couple things you're going to want to have. Obviously, you're going to want to have a ZRODelta freeze mount. You want to have a torque wrench with a 1/2-inch socket. You want to have a driver of some kind, and you want to make sure you have a torque limiter. This mount will use a 15 inch-pound torque limiter. You'll definitely want to have that. And then, of course, you want to have a T25 Torx bit. And then this one you may not have, but it is nice to have, is a Badger Ordnance dead level. So some things that you'll want to have when you're mounting the ZRODelta freeze. All right, so let's get started mounting up your optic. So we're not going to go through the specifics of mounting optics today. We're just kind of going over the features and tips with our freeze mount. If you would like a video going over, mounting optics, just let us know and we'll crank that out for you. So to start out, we want to remove these top caps. So to do that, I'm going to get my driver and my T25 Torx bit. And we're just going to go in here and unscrew them. Super easy. You got 8 screws to do. Pull the top caps off, put your scope back on. Obviously, you're going to make sure it's level. Then, when you're going to tighten up your top screws, you want to make sure you install the torque limiter. You don't want to have the torque limiter on when you're pulling the screws out. You do want to have it on when you're putting the screws in. So you're going to come over here. You're going to tighten these down. It's, like I said, 15 inch-pounds. This will make sure you don't go any further. And you hear that click and you're good to go. Now, you definitely want to keep in mind the scope manufacturer's recommendations for how tight the rings or the cap should be. We use US Optics here at ZRODelta, and they recommend 15 inch-pounds, so we just stay with that. All right, now once you've got your scope leveled and in that mount, obviously it's time to put the mount on the rifle. Now, this is one thing pretty nice about this freeze mount. You can hand tighten the mount. You can absolutely do that. I've done that on plenty of guns. I've never lost zero. And you can remove it and keep putting it back and you won't lose zero. Now, if you want a little more security, we can come in with the Torx wrench. So how we're going to do this is we're just going to back these knobs out, okay? Back these knobs out. We're going to grab our rifle. We want to figure out what our eye relief is. Again, that's going to be something you've got to figure out with your optic setup. But we're just going to put it here for now. You'll notice that this is spring loaded, so we want to push that in and then just bring it, kind of roll it onto the top of your gun. Okay. I'm going to hand tighten them first. Like I said, you totally can have these hand tight and they'll hold zero. One of the good things about that awesome North Carolina manufacturing. And then you want to come over here with your wrench and you want to tighten them up. Now, one important thing, you'll see kind of a Torx bit in there. Don't touch that. You just want to worry about the knobs. So you're going to put that over and you're just going to tighten it up. All right. All tight, all good to go. Go out there and have some fun on the range.